Good morning. It is day, thank you, editor. I got all 6 courses set. Now I gotta fill these in, and then we're done. Well, minus the pillars. I gotta do the pillars, but that shouldn't be too bad. I got some metal ladder in here every 2 levels. And it's been an exhausting amount of time trying to get all this done. But we'll get through it and we'll figure out how to get it done faster. I gotta start mixing and get going before the day ends. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. So let's get to work. So before I forget, you can see this rebar is touching this wall on the block, and I want it more like this. So what I did was I took these wire ties for the rebar, and I just looped it around the metal ladder. And what I'm going to do is once the mortar dries on this next course, I'm going to use that to pull it in. I'm going to grab, whatever more I need so that when we fill these cells with concrete, it will stay more vertical and not be like rubbing here and not get full contact with all the wet concrete that's going to go in there. And I did that for a bunch of them that are kind of off. You can see a couple of them right there are a little crooked, but I do have 3 walls up to course 5, and I've got 1 more to go. And then what I'm doing with this is I got this mesh that's going to go on between course 5 and course 6. That's going to go down like this. So when I fill the top course with concrete, it's not all going to drip all the way down because I don't need that. But I am going to have these ones cut out. Yeah, there's some, you can see it right down there, that little guy. That's going to pull this into right there. These are all cut out where the verticals are. And then when we fill these cells with concrete, this plastic mesh won't get in the way. But then when we fill these cells, we don't have to worry about using too much. We don't have to order extra concrete to fill all of them. We just need enough to do these. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get back to it. It's a hot day out. I think it's about 85 degrees. Oh, and the wind just picked up. I just feel like God is blessing me right now with every time the wind blows. But yeah, I'm gonna stack all my next set of blocks there. And then yeah, the 6 pillars after course 6. The goal is get this all done today. Because I'm tired of looking at pallets of blocks everywhere. But I'd say for the first time ever laying block, I think I'm doing pretty good. I'll update you when I need to. It's 3:15. Course 4 is done. No, course 5. It's too hot to think right now. Course 5 is done. I have all the rebar straightened out with what I showed you before. That side has the mesh. That side, whatever that side is. And I know my 4 corners are flat within about a 1/16. Probably less. I don't know, it was with a laser level. And then I'm square, diagonally within, 32nd. And side to side, which is 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. However many that is. Wow, I am losing it. It is too hot. But those 30s are all within less than an 1/8 inch. So let's get this last course done. And if the sun is still up, I'll get to the pillars. It's really exhausting. No, I'm not done yet. But I did get that wall completely done at the 6th course, and I've got 2 more blocks to go on that wall at the 6th course. Then this wall and this wall have to be done. But I'm gonna take my first food break of the day because I haven't eaten since I woke up at 5 this morning. So I'm kind of hungry. I did have a couple protein shakes, so that's been powering me through my day. But yeah, I'm pretty much ready to be over this. I'm gonna finish up that wall and hopefully this wall before we have to go. I don't think I'm gonna get the whole thing done today, which is disappointing, but that's life, I guess. And you know, as a staple of our great state, that's what's for dinner. Stop begging. You had breakfast and dinner. I haven't eaten yet today. Well, it's another day. Another warm one too. But I gotta get this done. So let's have some coffee and get back to work. Goal is to get this finished today. And then I've got a bunch of other projects I gotta get done today too, so I don't want to do anything, but I'm kind of forced, so let's get to it. That's as far as I got. Firewall over there is done. Got all the way up to here. Got about 3 more blocks here. And then I gotta do this wall, and then we're done. But right now, I gotta go pick up my wife from work because the car's broke and we only have 1 vehicle right now. So we're going into town to go take care of that. This trusty machine decided it wanted to have random misfires. So we drove home last night, about 37 minutes, just praying to God that we were gonna make it because I wasn't sure if we would, but we did. Thanks be to God. So now we got to go into town and go get parts for that, pick up my wife, and go pick up a Amazon order because I needed some other parts for another thing we got going on. I had dealt with coil pack problems in the past. There was one that went out a couple of months ago, so I assumed that's what the problem was this time. So here I am just trying to cruise through this and get it done as fast as possible because it's a really simple job. Just, you know, pull a hose off here, pull the packs out, throw the new ones in. Instead of just replacing one or guessing which one was bad like I did the last time, I ended up just replacing all of them just because it made more sense to do it that way. Having all new ones just was the smartest thing to do, I personally thought. Well, it wasn't just the coil packs. It was the number 4 fuel injector was not working. It's pretty ugly. I have them, it's currently 8:30. I started working on this around 3:30 just to get these fuel rails out. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I was gonna get all cocky and be like, oh yeah, this is awesome. It works great. I threw these in no problem. Yeah, I don't think it was so great. So now I'm gonna go through and test all those injectors, check the wires, make sure everything's good, because pulling this out felt virtually impossible. The end of this tube right here fits underneath this tube, but you can't just lift it out. I had to individually pull each plug or injector out to get this fuel rail out. As you can see, there's not a lot of space in here to work to pull those out. It's not been fun. I did not get any more blocks installed. I didn't even get our solar fixed. I've just been trying to get this going so I can get to work. That's not gonna happen because, well, it still don't drive and I need a new injector. At least one. So, yeah, I'll update you when I know more. Right now, I gotta figure out what the main problem is, so later. All right, so I tested my injectors. This little trick that I learned. The Milwaukee battery. Just touch it, and it should click. So that one's good. Now we grab this one. Test this one. That one's good. Test this one. That one's good. Now this is what the car told me was bad.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Nothing. So it is for sure a bad injector. I'm gonna go through and test all my wires on these harnesses and make sure that's all good. Don't drop them. It's already a pain in the butt already. I'm gonna have to get a new plug for one of these because I did crack it. I think it was this one. Yeah, right there. So I'm gonna have to wire in a new plug because that cracked when I was pulling it out, which sucks, but it should be easy enough to put in. Go. I got the firewall done. We are 3 for 4. Now, the reason I got it done is because, well, the car's not working still, so I don't know what to do with that. I'm trying something to see if it'll work, but right now, it's just living on hopes and prayers. I'm hoping that I can get it fixed because I'm already missing work today because I couldn't get there. So just cut this whole thing off, it'll be fine. That little piece ain't gonna be a bother. All right. No, you just stay put. I don't need any more crap happening. Got enough going on as it is. Put this one here, roll this one out. Good enough. Kids were down here not too long ago catching tadpoles in all the standing water. In retrospect, that's probably pretty gross, but also, they're kids. They're supposed to catch tadpoles, right? That's fun. Plus, they're gonna have to get out of here at some point once we get the French drain put in. Because this is my home, not their home, not the tadpoles' home. This is my home. Tadpoles can go live in the woods. There's plenty of swamp out there, they'll be fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. I know, but I'm not even in the right headspace for this right now because I'm thinking about all the crap I gotta do with the car. Turns out these injectors are not meant to be taken out easily, and even more so, they're harder to install, especially if they're new. Google doesn't ever tell you that. It just says, oh, just do this, remove this, take this out, torque this down, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't ever tell you, hey, this is gonna suck. And not just suck, but suck the entire time, and you're not gonna wanna do it anymore. I'm not trying to complain, and I'm not trying to be ungrateful, because I am grateful that I do have a car. And I'm not complaining that I can't do it. It's just, well, as you can see, I'm kind of in the middle of a quite large project of building a house. It's just a lot to deal with. You know, build a house, take care of a family. But on the bright side, I was able to upgrade my solar wires so that we could actually run the air conditioner, at least a little bit, like, cause it wouldn't run the air conditioner because it was just too much power going through too small wires. Apparently I did my math wrong on that one. One would think as a machinist I'd be very good at math. No, not particularly, especially when I can make the machine and computer do all the math for me. And then just verify, like, yep, that looks right to me. Make it look like the picture. That's what I always say. Make it look like the picture. No, it's gonna take a few minutes because that's an insulated cup. You can wait a couple minutes, you'll be fine. If you wanna drink it warm, you can have it now, but if you wanna wait till it cools off, you can. Probably a smart choice, it'll taste better. Nobody likes warm lemonade. And if you do, well, that's something different. So, I upgraded these wires, all of these. I went from 4 gauge, this little stuff, to 2 watt, working a lot better. But I still gotta install a window over there to help airflow better, because it just gets too hot in here and that poor little sun gold just does not wanna keep up. But yeah, so I cut all these wires to the exact length, got some 2 watt lugs, and I had to shave them down just a little bit to fit in these slots. But they fit nice and good in here. There's my 200 amp breaker. Added those wires all the way up in here. Poor little fan's been working overtime to try and keep this thing cool. 97%. We've been running some stuff, and our panels are now in the shade. I mean, for a little system, it's working good. I know there's wires all over. It's not to code. It's not ideal right now, but this is not the priority. This wasn't the priority, but it has quickly become a priority. So I'm hoping tonight I can get that done. This is the priority. So now I'm gonna get these blocks down there so I can easily install them, because I don't want to go up and down the ladder a bunch of times while doing block. My mortar will dry out too fast. I know from experience. So let's do the old, just like that. All right, on to the next part. Oh, as you can see, we've had some clumps in our mortar because it got a little wet a few days ago, so that sucks. Kids have been having fun smashing that. My process for mixing, I've been doing half a bag at a time. Oh, I can feel there's some clumps in here. Ugh. Now, little ones too. I just try to saturate it really good. Usually once that pump kicks on, that's about when I get it started with mixing. All right, little too dry. Very warm day today and very dry air, so it's drying this mortar out super fast. Whoa. Rock. Pretty sure there's a rock at the bottom of this one too. Ooh, that feels, yeah. It's a little dry. So then I just add a little more. found a rock. Rock, rock, rock. At least they're easy to find. A little thin on the top. Ah, very nice for all right. Mix it up a little bit so the water likes to rise to the top. I'm aware that my technique is not very good at this. Not very good. Because I probably would have been done faster if my technique was good. But you know what? I'm just figuring this out as I go. And if it works, it works. And I've probably wasted a lot of extra mortar that I didn't need to, but I bought extra for that reason. I'm just gonna butter up the ends of this block. Give it a few taps. I don't know if that does anything, but I saw someone in a video do it, and it hasn't fallen off yet. There we go. Measure it. About a 1/16 long. Give this a little tap. And then check level. Perfect. Check level. Good. Bumped up to the line. Make sure nothing's catching. Double check here to here. Money. All right, sun's going down. I want to finish this wall. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hammer this out.
Sounding of 3 a.m. and
Time for the last one. It'll be a snug fit. I don't know where it went off, but it should fit. Like a glove. I ain't screwing around tonight. Got all the lights out. I did get my injectors put back in, got my new one. So now I gotta somehow abracadabra these in there. These fuel rails. I have no idea how to do it. But as the channel says, I'm just gonna figure it out. Well, it's midnight. I got the driver's side fuel rail installed. I had to pull the thermostat and the pipe out just enough where I could wedge this in here. So that one's in and mounted, but I don't have it tightened because I gotta get the other one in. And with those bolt heads there, the other one's not going in. The other one can't go in yet because I broke an injector.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Trying to put these stupid clips on. These things are so difficult to get on without a special tool, and I'm not spending money on a special tool. For one time I'm doing this. So, back to the parts store tomorrow. I gotta get a new injector, and I gotta get some coolant, because I had to drain some of my coolant to get that thermostat out. Someone needs to tell engineers, just because it fits there doesn't mean it belongs. Well, it's been a couple of days because I had to work, because money doesn't make itself, and I am tripping over things. But look at that, I got both fuel rails in. Somehow they went in faster going in than coming out.
That's what she said!
I don't know how that works, but they're in, and I'm super stoked. So now I'm going to put all this together and hopefully start it up. I don't know, never done this before. Think we'll find out what's that one. That's alright. Hey, we get something. I hope I don't put this together for no reason. Take it all apart. Yeah, man. Like, oh yeah, it all looks good. Let's just put it together. Let's see. I've got confidence. I've got a lot of few tests already, so we'll see if everything holds up the way it's supposed to. Nope. 18. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go start the car. Let me know if anything sounds weird. Oh, she sounds perfect. We did it! These little buggers. These are the ones that went out. So this is the first one that went bad. I don't know why it went bad, it just went bad. This one went bad because I'm an idiot. I cracked it right along here. It's barely noticeable, but you can see it. But now we got 2 new injectors, 6 new oil packs, and a purring cat owner. That takes an immense amount of stress out of me. So time to go find out where the kids are. Just kidding. They're at grandma and grandpa's, but I had to pack up all my stuff because it's everywhere and go enjoy the rest of my day. But with all that said and done, I am glad that this is working. And I'm grateful that you've been here for this entire journey. Come back next time, see what we're doing.